What's up, Overgrowth Planet and all the Planeteers in it? Stop by at Elgin's Nursery on 83rd Avenue in McDowell. Pretty cool little place. These are all the citrus. Everybody has citrus these days. Just depends on what kind. They have guava also. Just on my way home and checking out what they got. So if you guys ever wanted to come check it out, they got some cool stuff. Variegated pink Eureka lemon. Eureka is like the offshoot of what you find in the stores. Usually you find Lisbon lemons in the store. Eureka is more of a thicker skin lemon. They both give you a lot of juice, but the Lisbon lemons have thinner skin, and I like using the Eurekas for the zest, or maybe if you're making limoncello, they have a thicker skin to go ahead and peel that off. Look at these giant golden barrels. I made a video before where it was like Golden Barrel Lane, or Golden Barrel Nation actually. Over here it's just a few, and you got some fish hook cactus. Not too sure what the proper name is it, but you see these things? Crack that puppy open. Oh no. So in here is where you'll find all the seeds. Let me see here. So this is where you find all the seeds. And there's like, who knows how many in here. Are they gonna germinate? I never actually tried. But I always thought it was real interesting on how many seeds come from these guys. Just a bunch. Probably put that in my pocket. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. Got these agave. I forgot the name on these guys. It just says tropical, so they don't know the name either. Agave, century plant, agave. Nothing too interesting on the agave level. I was thinking about going to Arid Lands again this weekend and checking out what they got over there. Last time I was so busy with the dang adeniums that I never really took a chance to check out anything else. See what we got here. And of course you got all your small guys. It looks like they've been here for a while because there's a lot of webs and stuff. Kind of looks like this stuff might be for sale the way it's looking. Hey, look at this guy. Blue barrel cactus. Looking nice. How much is this guy? Yeah, just mediocre day for today. They don't have a price. Maybe if I check underneath. Nope. Pretty cool stuff. We got the guavas over there. And what are these? This is a year-old chocolate. I don't even know, but you got some banana plants. Let's see, Goldfinger banana. All right, let's see what else they got. Oh, they got the Nancy Garrison. Oh, this is Frederick. It looks like the Nancy Garrison. I got the Nancy Garrison. Do they have different kinds? Frederick passion fruit. I guess this is a little bit more purple than the one I have. I have a Nancy Garrison. Look the same though. Frederick, Nancy. They might be related. And this is a tropical strawberry tree. Never seen that before. I guess they got, St. Augustine grass. That's the first time I've seen St. Augustine flats in a while. $20 at Elgin's if you guys are trying to find it. Hey man. bay leaf. 25 bucks for a 5-gallon. These things grow slow as hell. If you can, I'd buy it as big as you can. Not much on the veggie section though. We're kind of in between seasons, guys. Like, I guess you can go ahead and start mint right now. It's a little warm, but you could start mint. I wouldn't really mess with no cilantro. It's kind of warm. If you get the cilantro, it's probably just gonna bolt. There's still time for basil. Here's some rue. If you guys looking for rue, I know a lot of Latin people like rue. Let me show you the tag. And this is at Elgin's Nurseries on 83rd Avenue and McDowell. Maybe I'll grab some rue for some people. See, and this is what I mean. You see the cilantro just bolting? I mean, it looks like it's still producing leaves, but I mean, they're not really edible, man. So bolting means it just shoots out this long stem like it wants to flower, like a hybrid tea rose. And then right after that, it just doesn't really produce much full leaves. And that's kind of the reason why cilantro is a cold hardy. But if you like cardamom, cardamom is cilantro seeds. So there you go. But if you're looking for cilantro greens, you want to keep it cool. As soon as it gets like 80s, 90s, it just bolts, and then you don't really get much cilantro after that. There's maybe a better example of that bolting. Just kind of shoots out, puts off a few more leaves, and that's it. Tastes great though. Basil's good. Some more basil. This is a purple ruffled leaf basil. What's over here? Ooh, hibiscus. Ooh, check this out. Bada bing. White flower with a red eye, as they would call it. Those red eyes. Let's see what we have here. We got a red hibiscus. Nice, nice. So I guess they got the 5 gallons at $18. And let's check what the prices are over here. White hibiscus, same thing. 5 gallon for 18 bucks, 1 gallon for 7 bucks. Oh, I think this is a lilac vine. I've never seen the. I was at a job one. No, tangerine cross vine. This is a lilac vine. These guys are super cool. They're mostly green for a lot of the year, and then I think fall they just burst and they're just beautiful, super beautiful. I had this other job one time where I was just watering them, and then out of nowhere they just all bloomed, and then they were all sold within 2 days. Tangerine cross vine is a very good vine. Can take the sun and the heat. It gets pretty big. The lilac vine doesn't get as big. Only 10 feet. Snail vine, it could take the heat, but not as good as the tangerine. And I'm not sure how good it does in the frost. Well, I mean, I do know, but it's just not perfect. I think this is the yellow orchid vine or butterfly bush or something. Sorry. Lady Banks, 30 bucks. The prices aren't too bad. I know a lot of Home Depot shoppers love Home Depot, but come on, guys, support the small timers. Pyracantha. Pyracantha are known for those little berries. And I think, what is this? Another Lady Banks? Queen's Reef, another fantastic one. When it blooms, and it puts off these pink flowers. I gotta come back and show you guys, but it's just beautiful. It's like the lilac vine, but pink, and they're like little pink hearts. That's what's super cool. So if you get this growing, and it could take the heat, no doubt. Hacienda Creeper, no flowers, but does good covering a wall. and can take the heat. I'm not sure, is it a self-climber? I think it is a self-climber. You see the tendrils, that's what reaches out to grab something. So some vines have it, some don't. Hacienda Creeper, Mexico, 20 by 20. So this is a straight up grower. See the Queen's Reef, that thing gets really big too, and that's a straight up grower coming from central Mexico. But man, if you ever see the blooms on this guy, just beautiful. Especially just in full bloom. I'm trying to get in here and show you guys. Pink. Hacienda Creeper, never seen a flower. I mean, all plants flower, but I haven't seen that one flower. This is a blue Emu Bush. Beautiful, beautiful. These are more like your deserty, put them out there, don't have to water them ever again. I mean, eventually you do. Usually anything that comes from Australia or Mexico, if you're looking for a xeriscape or anything with low maintenance, trying to look for something that originates from Australia or Mexico, those are very very tough areas to be a plant. And you got your regular Bougainvilleas. Bougainvillea. I like using that voice. I have about 2 of these, or I had 2 of these at my mom's house. Somebody ran it over, so now I only have 1. They grow pretty good. Take the heat and the cold just perfect. I bought it at this size about 8 years ago, and now it's about 13 feet tall, 12 feet wide. Oh, here's the Bougainvillea blooms. Bougainvillea is super good for the desert. Just if you buy one and you plant it, be really careful with the root ball. Don't just buy a Bougainvillea and then yank it out of the pot. You actually have to cut open the pot. It's pretty, those roots are tender. And I'm gonna go to this side. Of course, Tacomas and Gold Stars are always a really good decision to go to when it comes to the sun and the heat. They do like the water though. And here's another thing. They always get these like caterpillars, and what they do is they like wrap themselves up in these leaves until they're ready to hatch. So if you have this problem, if you have a Tacoma that's looking pretty crappy and you got all this frass somewhere, it's most likely a caterpillar. Don't tell anybody I told you, but dose that thing up with some BT and get those caterpillars out of there. But you didn't hear it from me. I like caterpillars. Pull out this weed. You do not want this. And so this is another one, Cape Honeysuckle. All of these do really good in the sun. Some get tall. I think the Gold Star, how tall is the Gold Star? Gold Star gets 15 feet height. Get pretty big. The flowers are real showy. If you're feeding right, you're gonna get some good stuff. Feeding and watering, just like any human or any being. Feed it right, water it right. Crimson Flare Tacoma grows a little bit shorter than the Gold Star. Orange Jubilee. The picture does not do any justice to the actual color of the flower. And this is a Solar Flare. I think this might be the shortest of the bunch. Nice flower. Like I said, these guys stay green during the summer. And just water and feed them and you get blooms. Solar Flare. Let me see how tall do these guys get. Solar Flare gets just 6 feet tall maximum. So these are going to be like your bushes. You got the Mexican. Oh, here goes. I think this is a Solar Flare, better example of a flower. There you go. These are your Bells of Fire Tacomas. Skinnier flower, more red. This one definitely is in the bush variety, only growing up to 5 feet tall. And to be honest, the bells of fire and I think the bells of fire, for some reason, doesn't have a huge problem with that caterpillar as much as the other Tacomas. Lavender starflower is a really, really good one. Not one of my favorites just because it's, I don't know, it's not, but the flower's super dope. Let's see if I can find an example. Not really. None's in bloom right now. They're just kind of barely starting. This is their garden. I think this is lemongrass. Yep, lemongrass. Vinca. Vinca is a summer flower. Got lavender. Smells nice. They even got some a cactus down in there. Not sure if that's a Christmas cactus or not. Got a begonia. Vinca. Ooh. Forgot the name on that, but the flower's super cool. Salvia, probably. Usually salvias. So these tubular flowers are usually good if you're one of those hummingbird people. Hummingbirds like tubular flowers. They stick their beaks in there and get that nectar out. Definitely a must-have. Oh, here's the name of the pots. They're down here. This is does not say, but I'm guessing it's some kind of salvia. Oh, got a nice chili tupine right here. Look at these guys. They're doing good. Big bushy guys. And some more edibles. Tomatoes. My favorite tomato really is the Sweet 100 Cherry and the Sun Gold. Those are usually the easiest, fastest, keep producing. I think this is a Duranta. No, this is not a Duranta. This is a Duranta. Got some iceberg roses. And of course you got your yard art. So I almost lost train of thought. So yeah, this is Elgin's if you want to just ever come by, do some shopping. They got plants, they got pots, they got yard art. They even got statues if that's your thing. You want a gargoyle, it's a gargoyle. You want a Buddha, it's a Buddha. You want a cat, there's a cat. You want a monkey, there's a monkey. You want Ganesh elephant, there's a Ganesh elephant. Pretty dope, pretty cool, pretty pricey, but cool stuff. Well, I guess this is their shade plant area. Your boss told me to videotape you to make sure you're working. Nah, I'm just kidding.
I don't think my boss is that crazy.
Hey, you got the tropical bird of paradise. So there's two. See if I can find any blooming. Dang it, I can't. So that literally is what the flower looks like. And in real life, it does look like a bird. And the regular one with the nice flower usually has smaller leaves. And then you have the gigantic ones that kind of look like banana plants. But not much of a showy flower. 10 feet high. 6 feet high. Pink Power Puff Rangers. I never heard of that one. Cast irons. Those are more like jungle plants. I really don't like messing with them out here. Of course, you got your rubellinis, got your palms. Not really a palm guy. Lavender trumpet vine. Nice. Oh man, these are pretty. I wish I could see these in bloom, or at least show you guys. I know what they look like. Super cool. This one I think is really, really cool. Definitely needs to be in the shade, these guys. Oh, here goes a star jasmine. Looks like they just got it started, but man, when this thing blooms, it's gonna smell really nice and looks like it's filling out their fence. Over here they have, I forgot what this is. It's not tangerine crossvine. And then over there they got the star jasmine. So it's gonna bloom little small white flowers, a bunch, and as soon as that wind kicks up, it's gonna smell wonderful. That's their bulk area, I guess. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass, and I'm homebound. Alright, that's enough. That's enough of that. Alright, here we got another salvia. Purple flowers for all the hummingbirds. Pygmy date palms. Yeah, I don't really like using my palms, so I'm not really a palm guy. Foxtail Fern. Pretty cool. Not my thing, but cool patio plant if that's what you're looking for on the patio. It could take a little bit of the light, more so than other patio plants. I'm guessing that's why they have it closer to the edge. It could take some sun. It's not as delicate as the rest of the bunches of plants. And of course, oleanders. You know what? The flowers are not too bad if you just clip them, put them in a bouquet, but just don't eat them because they're poisonous. It's their bulk soil area. Let me show you guys right here. So if you ever remember back in the day, they used to paint all the citrus trees white. So that, well, okay, first of all, my parents lied. They said it was to keep bugs off, which maybe they didn't lie, but mainly it's because citrus do not like sun touching their trunk. Usually a true citrus tree is gonna like be hanging over, kind of more look like a bush so that it shades itself. So what they did here was put just tree wrap, just a cloth. I mean, you can use a piece of sheet, you could use a sock, you could use whatever you want. Instead of painting it, they just covered it with a cloth, and they'll probably keep that until the canopy gets big enough to shade itself, or at least just for another year until the bark is better off. But usually that's how people lose their citrus trees. The first year or two is that bark gets fried, nobody covers it. So when I first came here, actually maybe a month or two ago, they actually had a shade structure right over it. Citrus, they need that help that first summer. So if you can give them a little bit of help, they'll give you a little bit of fruit. Or if you give them a little bit of help, they'll give you a lot of bit of fruit. If you give them no help, you might not get any fruit. Alright, let's go inside and talk about these nutrients and soils. Hey, look, this is cool. Kind of expensive, but cool. No price on the small one, but I'm guessing it's a little bit cheaper than $2.99. Super cool. Ooh, 40 bucks. Honestly, I would pay 40 bucks for that. It's pretty nice stuff, pretty sturdy. What makes and break my me buying a pot? It's just how sturdy it is. I'm pretty clumsy. Probably end up dropping something. Hello, Miss Elgin.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good.
Is that your car out there broke?
Broke?
Well, the hood's up.
Oh, I just letting it cool off.
Oh, it got hot?
It won't hurt to let it cool off.
No.
I got some interesting stuff. Here's some Pearlite. I usually use that for house plants, but if it's outside plants or cactus, I would use... Where's the pumice? Do you guys have pumice? Oh, you guys have pumice. There you go. That's what everybody knows and loves. It's the good stuff. Got your worm castings. Vermiculite. A lot of people use that to root plants because it holds water. It's your cocoa core. Vermiculite, cactus mix. It's between this and tanks. I think tanks is the best cactus mix, but good stuff. Happy Frog's a good brand. Whatever you do, don't get Miracle-Gro. Get Happy Frog. Then this is the Fox Farm Ocean Forest. Oh, you guys got shade cloth. Nice. I have to come by and buy some. And you got all these nutrients. Where's the BT for the kills all spreader, copper, fungicide? Do they have a BT? Spray, insecticide, weed, triple action. Oh, here we go. That's what you need for caterpillars. So you got the ready to spray. Well, actually, all they have is a ready to spray. Yeah. This is not a systemic, so I think it only works on contact. So you got to keep spraying. Moths come at night, butterflies come in the day, but they all lay eggs. Oh, here's some more palm food. Your palm gets tired. This is if you need to change the pH in your soil and add iron because the soil out here sucks. Fertilizer is the best thing you could probably grab. I don't think I've ever burned any plants using that stuff. 511, just kind of stinky. This for your yard. This is if you want to start a yard, and then once you get about a month in, you want to use something else. Which is usually a little bit stronger. You see how this one's 18 and the new lawn one is 9. Oh, Strawberry Fields. Do you guys sell Flickaseed?
I'm sorry?
Do you guys sell that Flickaseed soil?
No.
Oh, have they tried to come talk to you?
No, I haven't. Not to my knowledge. No.
Oh, have you ever heard of them?
I haven't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pretty, I don't know, some guys, they say it's really good stuff. I used to work at Arcadia Color Garden. I don't know if you ever heard of them. Yeah.
Yeah, we
They
were kind of hoping some of you guys would come over here and want a job.
Yeah,
Moon Valley
I think
took
I
it,
was,
right?
no. Well, Moon Valley took like 2 guys, and I was probably one of the guys that, I think Bill, probably you talked to Bill, and I just kind of been floating around still. I just been picking up side jobs and kind of just working on cars and buying and selling cars, and
There you go.
not too in a rush to jump back in the nursery, because I mean, I've been working outside for like 9 years,
Yep.
and it gets on you, but
It does.
is it too late to join the squad?
No, you can always put it in that.
Okay. Is it paper or electronic?
Both.
Okay.
You can go on the website or you can fill out an app.
When I'm done making my Elgin movie, I'll get back to you.
All right.
I'm telling everybody about you guys.
Very cool. Thank you.
A lot of nurseries don't really fit that family bill, you know?
Yeah.
And you guys are really cool here. Reminds me of, because I used to work at Baker's, And then I worked at Barrages. Barrages is okay.
This reminds me of Baker's. I used to hang out.
Yeah, you know, you come and do your thing. You don't have people just running up to you,
Right.
trying
Sound like a used car lot.
Oh my God. So part of that Moon Valley thing, I was not trying to be. The guys literally said that. They said, so I used to work at selling cars, and now I sell plants. And I'm like, it makes sense.
It does. They all work on commission. I almost they wanted me over there before I got here.
Yeah.
I don't want to work commission. I don't want that backbiting crap.
Well, that, and then everybody turns into a price tag.
Oh, yeah.
And like you said, if you've been to Baker's, it was like, honestly, it was like going to a park.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's why I go hang out.
And then inadvertently, sometimes I would make even more sales. You know what I mean? Because people would tell people, we were getting people from like Tucson coming down to buy plants from us.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, you guys are from Tucson. You guys got cool stuff out there. But it was like the feel. Yeah. It just sucks they sold the property.
Tucson, but when Home Depot and Lowe's moved in, and then Walmart and Target both had garden centers, a lot of the big nurseries went away.
They went away. It's because people bought from those guys. But I think it's maybe going to come because nobody knows what they're talking about.
Right.
And
that's how we get a lot of ours.
And a lot of people are now getting into gardening. And like one guy, he just got into adeniums, went to Home Depot, and they told him to use like 30% native soil or something because it's a desert rose. And I went to check it out at his house, and I was like, dude, it's sopping wet. Get it out of here now. And ever since then, he's just been getting tanks and mixing it with pumice. But that's what's missing is you can come here and conversate and learn. Because nobody's going to keep buying plants if they keep killing them.
Well, yeah.
So.
And like I went in and I got an adenium for like $3.50, $4. One about this big.
Yeah, rotten.
In the winter.
Yeah, oh.
Because it had no leaves.
Yeah.
It was on the dead thing. It's like
Did you bring it back to life?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I bought one, for $10, but I unearthed it to repot it, and it was rotten to the core.
This one was just fine. They said what they told me why it was on the dead thing. It was starting to be winter, so it was a little early for it to be completely.
Oh, so they thought it was dying?
Yeah, they had an area that they forgot to water.
For some reason, I can't get as lucky as you and this other guy, because this other guy, I think he went to a Lowe's or a Home Depot, and they couldn't figure out. It was a gigantic adenium, and I guess they couldn't figure it out, so they labeled it as an oleander. And he got like a $80 adenium for like $10.
That's crazy.
I was like, man.
Yeah, people get Madagascar palms. You know how they go bare?
Yeah.
Just go in the winter. They don't know what's dormant.
Sorry, I'm about to check it out. What's your name? Cindy. I'm James.
Hi, James.
Well, those are your nursery Home Depot stories. I try to support the nurseries. Keep the love coming. Keep the love coming and the knowledge comes. Get good stuff. Not sure what kind of crowd is listening, but a lot of times these landscapers are kind of just either throwing whatever or actually throwing what the customer likes, and it ends up dying, and they never really inform the customer that what they're planting is not going to live. Why? Because they want to come in there and dig it up because you're going to pay them. But this is elephant's food. Have you ever heard of French sorrel? You can actually eat elephant's food, and I'm not BSing. I'm eating it. Let's see. You see that in my mouth? So it has a certain taste, and if you ever ate French sorrel, or if you're old enough that back in the day, they used to have these huge vitamin C tablets that have like a strong taste. That's why French sorrel tastes like that. And that's exactly what the elephant food tastes like because of the such high vitamin C content. Now, the only thing I would say is, as you can tell, I kept picking new growth. That actually tastes way better than the old growth. That you will not see me eat. But I guess I have to now, since I feel like you guys are calling me out. See? But This doesn't really look like it had too much old growth on it. All the leaves are shiny and new. It actually didn't taste too bad. Back over here in the guava area, I seen a dragon fruit looking like it's growing pretty vigorously. Never got a dragon fruit to fruit. So I'm kind of seeing if they had any luck. But guess not. I think it's almost a wrap, unless you guys want to come with me to look at the cactus. But they didn't really have anything too crazy. That's why I want to go to arid lands, because they have a lot of cool stuff. Oh yeah, Plumerias, if you're a Plumeria person. PP. They grow pretty tall. And depending on what kind you get, these turn out really cool. Really durable. I've seen these guys like come back from nothing. Why? Because I've accidentally broke a lot when I used to work at a job. Just break them right off. And I mean, I didn't do it on purpose, but it happens, you know. Hong Kong orchids, they got like a very, very showy pink flower. No examples today though. Oh, this is a crepe myrtle tree, and then it blooms these flowers. There's pink and then there's white. Right now it looks like they only have white. Let's go to the cactus section and just wrap this video up. Elgin Nursery's 83rd Avenue in McDowell. Got a pretty cool cactus selection. 2 gallons are 30 bucks, 1 gallons are 12. Don't say anything, but usually when I go to nurseries, I pick off some specimens. Hopefully nobody saw, and if they did, I guess I'm going downtown. Pedro. So I actually got one of these at home, and I actually planted it sideways. Like, see how it's lateral, it's going up and down? If you turn it sideways, it's a good way to grow a lot, because then pups will just start popping up. So say you turned it sideways, the pups will just start popping straight up, because it's the only way they know how to grow, bro. Just grow up, not down. Of course, you got potted cactus. Got some of these guys. He looked like he got too much water and too much sun at the same time. And then their mix looks a little like woody and organic. It's garbage. I don't know what the kind of operation they got going over here. Purple prickly pear. Pretty cool. I don't know, not really much else going on. I mean, you got your tree section. Guess we could check out a few specimens over here with the totem pole. A little lanky in my opinion. Or underfed, I don't know. Cypress, they can grow out here. I think they might need some help in the beginning if you actually want to get a real good bulky one later on down the line. Hey, look at this. It's a trumpet tree or vine. Never seen it get this big, so I actually don't know what to call it. I only know this grown as a bush or a vine, but man, these flowers are so showy. Yeah, like she said, I was actually supposed to maybe come work over here, but yeah, I don't know, man. that outside life gets to you for a while. I've been doing this for quite a while, and being in the Phoenix sun at 115, can't say it's not fun, but it's a little taxing. And this is just the greenhouses, I'm guessing, or hot houses. No, it can't be hot houses, it's summer. So yeah, maybe just shade houses, backstock. Not sure if I'm able to peek through or... But like I was mentioning to the lady, I like it here because, you know, obviously I'm here making a video. Nobody's bothering me. You hear the birds in the back. You know, just minding my business. And it feels great. And I gotta admit, probably the other pleasure I'm feeling is being at a nursery and not having to work. I used to just work. So I'm guessing this is Lantana town. You got white trailing lantana. You got who knows what, teeny genie, yellow bird, I don't know. There's all types of names, but there's a lot. I guess this is the perfect time to buy lantana. Get that puppy in. If you get some lantana in now, then by the summer, well, lantana has a hard time dying, period, but if you get it in now, I almost want to guarantee it's not going to die in the summertime. Wanted to see if this was an Ironwood or a Texas Ebony. I always have a hard time identifying between the two, and I don't see a tag, so I guess I won't find out today. Guess this is just no man's land. Yep. Oh, twisted myrtle. This is like dwarf myrtle. It smells real good, but its cousin has an abnormal growth habit and grows pretty slow. Hard to find. Good stock though. Well, hard to find when it's not around. Hey, ¿qué pasa, compas?
¿Qué pasa, amigo?
Nada. No trabajo today for me.
No?
Nah. Well, I work in the morning and then, nah, not here. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna wrap up this video with an oleander flower. Good day, Planeteers. Have fun.